Suspense, guys. Kyle Kuzma is being monitored again for like the 90th time. But, the Lakers wanted him last year. I think the Cavs wanted him last year, and
I
these are
think the Mavs were in the mix too.
The Mavs were in the mix before they made the Gafford deal. Like there's a lot going on. But the Lakers, the Heat, the Bucks, Warriors, and Cavs. Where would you want to see Kuz play? My whole tone right now is not to be disrespectful towards Kyle Kuzma, guys. Mm-hmm. It's to be disrespectful towards the fact that are we going to keep flirting with the fact that this could happen, or just get the man the hell out of Washington?
I know. Why is he still there? I mean, honestly, like, why is he still hanging around? 2-16. The Wizards are going nowhere. Clearly, he's averaging 16. Almost 6 rebounds, 2 assists a game. I mean, Kuzma isn't putting up the sexiest numbers either. I mean, it's a product of playing in a shitty environment and also just like, I'm sure he's checked out. I'm sure he just wants out of there, dude. I think this is going to be a matter of whatever team does trade for him. If he gets traded, it's going to be like, okay, he's locked back in now. He's going to like step up. As far as where I think or where I want to see him go, I don't want to see him go to Cleveland because they're the biggest threat to Boston in the East right now, I'd say. So,
hey, get that bias.
No. Bias is very much so included here. No, I don't want him in Cleveland. Golden State, I guess. I mean, I think that would fit Golden State, where they just kind of brought in a bunch of like role players this offseason, throw him in the mix. I think that would kind of make sense. I mean, the Bucks, sure. I mean, they could use some help. They're on a 6-game win streak, but they could use some extra help. Miami's always in the mix and they're running for guys. So I could see them putting something together and getting Kuzma in Miami. And then the Lakers, hey man, they want him back. They're calling him back. Kuz, we miss you. We shouldn't have traded you in the first place. They really shouldn't have.
No,
they shouldn't have. I don't know. I guess it really depends on what the Wizards are looking for and what Kuzma's value is. Like, I mean, like, what is he worth? What is he worth? No, like, what is he worth?
I don't know.
Worth a first-round pick at this point? I don't know.
I wouldn't say.
I don't know. The Wizards got no first-round picks for Bradley Beal. Are they going to get a first-round pick for Kyle Kuzma? If they do, I think that's worse. That's a worse look for the organization. The fact that you got a pick for him but not for Bradley Beal, that is an awful look on the organization. So I don't know. Honestly, dude, whoever offers the most, I guess. That's where I think he's going. Whatever team offers the most. I don't know.
Hey, man.
His value isn't. I mean, I can't imagine his value is sky high right now. I can't.
I'll just say that.
No disrespect to Kyle Kuzma either. No disrespect to him. It's just the situation. It's just the situation that he's in.
It's all disrespect to Washington and the way they're running that organization.
They are a terrible organization. They might as well go back to the Bullets.
I want to give oh my gosh, they're catching bullets right now.
He's shooting 42% from the field and 27% from 3, and he's also down 6 points a game, almost 7 from last year. So
I will say
not good.
That the funniest thing that I've seen about this situation is what Matt Barnes, I heard him say earlier. The Washington Wizards went 0 for win-free. Like they won no games.
They didn't win it in November.
No win November.
And you know what I think hurts Kuzma's value is the fact that last year he was ragging on the Pistons, and he was like talking about them being like low in the standing. I forget the exact wordage, and now it's like, look at you now, Kuz. I think Detroit tweeted something. He's like, "Oh, way to clap back all this time later." It's like, bro, you have 2 wins on the season.
I'm right there. I'm right here with you.
I would focus on what's going on with your team right now.
I'm right here with you, dog. Like this situation is very much a shit show. There's not really a whole lot to talk about. We weren't even supposed to talk about Washington here, which is why I left them off the rundown. I made sure to not even include them because I know that we trash bad teams, and that I hate to say it, that is a bad team. And
it's it's the worst team. It's not a bad team. It's the worst team in the league.
They need to go ahead and accept the rebuild, trade Kuz, get rid of Jordan Poole,
get rid of
whatever you can for any bit. Yes,
you signed him for whatever reason to trade him for one other second-round pick.
Like, bro, you got Bilal, you got Alexander Sarr. Build around your freshmen and Bub Carrington. Build around your young people, and let's see what happens. But in terms of the question that I asked,
where do you think he's going?
I honestly don't care. I'm right here with you. I mean,
They give us no reason to care. They
I,
give
I
us no
want
reason to
I
care.
want the Lakers to get Kuz back because I never wanted to lose him, but I don't want to give up something
Yeah,
for
like what would you give up?
like
I
we
think it's more of that. I think it's more likely if you guys get like a Valanciunas than a. Do
yes
you want Valanciunas? That's a whole other thing. But I think it's more likely that you get
I
him.
do
And
I
there you
do
go. There you
I
go.
want I
All
want to
right.
slide AD back to the floor, but Kuz best landing spot in terms of opportunity in terms of winning. I mean, obviously Cleveland would be great because I think there's not really a big name on their bench that really
Mm.
steals the show. It should be Karis LeVert, but feel like I kind of see what he's settling into, and that's fine. I mean, best team in the league record wise, so I
Right.
get it. But I think Cleveland or Golden State probably make the most sense for him to actually go somewhere and make an
Mm-hmm.
impact, whether it be off the bench for both teams or as a starter for either team. Like
Mm-hmm.
it kind of makes
It's like
sense though. One of
when I
those.
close my eyes and I envision Kuzma in anywhere but Washington, first team I think of is Golden State. So
Yeah.
that would be my gun to my head, Golden State. But gun not pointing to my head, I don't give a fuck.